Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning, where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. Let's get this party started. I'm excited. Rightism 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message and story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. Yeah, that's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get you to do just that. If you tune in, I'm gonna make sure you get the information so you can obtain the knowledge so you can do just that. Know yourself. Let's go. I asked the question, do you know you? If you're right thinker, you should be affirmative, and I know myself. Why? I have knowledge and understanding of who I am, and I practice and implement the things I learned, so I know myself through experience, aka God experience. Pay attention. Let's go. Where we at? Knowing thyself, a person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. There's a lot of that going on. I'm trying to stop that number. Another lesson coming up. I hope you understand that one. I got you. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Numbers looking good. I got you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know. I'm gonna shake you on that one. Is spiritually asleep. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. I got you too. Don't worry about it. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. Not all these mega preachers and your boy got to suffer some trouble, but that's what they do. I'm here to take care of you. A person who knows himself, is wise. You can follow them. Trust me. Know thyself. And as always, to my yacht, be true. That's to yourself. All right. Remember, right thinkers. I talk about God. I'm God. Yeah, but if you don't understand God's experience, you ain't gonna know God. Okay? What you mean? God experience. Yeah, it's experiences that you're gonna have that only you can recognize that this was godly. Mm-hmm. So if you're not spiritual, you might not understand this, but if you're spiritual, you understand the higher power. And everybody says love is this. I got another lesson called spiritual synchronicity. That's what it is, but that's my word. I'll break that down to you next. Let's talk about right thinkers. Let's talk about when God has a plan for you. That's what a but God experience is. He want to make sure if there's something going on and he wants you to do something, whatever happens, he's gonna take care of that, make sure that happens. What you mean? Let's talk about it. Let's see if I can break it down a little bit more. You can understand it. Let's do this. Now, when you get something that no one knows about but you and your higher self, and you receive it, whatever it is, you get where you think it come from, how you think you got it. Those are questions that if you are God conscious, you know the answer for yourself. That's God. Okay, yeah, we don't see him. No. But you have to experience him. That's my point, right, thinkers? We don't have to believe in God. Once you have your God experience, your God moment, your but God experience, you should become a knower of God. And if you know him, you should serve him. Why? If you serve God, you will be rewarded. If you serving yourself, you will be in trouble. It's just that simple. Let's go. And I'm trying to get you to understand this is all every individual's right to have his God moment, his God experience. That's the only way you're gonna get it. I can't get you to God with experience. Nope. All I can do is educate you, enlighten you, and point you in the right direction. And you put the work in, you will have that experience. Just like with the Christians, they do two parts of the three-part formula that works to get conscious. Myth, learn the myth. Excuse me. They all know the myth. They all know the story. Yeah. But then to ritualize it or reflect on it, meaning put it in motion, put it in effect. And if you do that, the third part will happen automatically. It's called a mystical experience. It's called the awakening. Again, nihas, all those things only happen from experience. The serpent that's inside you, the Kundalini serpent, he only gonna come alive when you activate him by what? Living right. Let's go. So get the concept. I ain't just blowing smoke about living right. There's something behind it. Or I wouldn't be doing it. I can tell you that. I did that because but I got the other deal. So I'm telling you now, you serving the Lord, you serving yourself, there's two different things. That ego's a bad man. Now, I'm gonna tell you this again. When I was spoken to by God, listen to me in the Vince Lombardi voice, again, as long as I live, that is gonna be how I got to God. Get a little misty. What? Oh, that thing is strong. The force. Ooh. Once he get a hold of you, y'all call it the Holy Ghost where people wild out, they talk in tongues. Yeah, but that's right, that's spirit. But once you're able to control that spirit, like I have learned to corral it, 5 years ago, if I thought about that, I just bust out crying. I just freak out. Why? The spirit overwhelms you. I'm learning how to control the spirit. Luke, use the force. I'm learning how to use the force within myself. Trust me, it's real. Okay, it ain't just a movie. But the Vincent Body voice that told me, don't tell them about me. Teach them how to get to me. Now, if that was given to me 10 years ago, and I'm doing that right this today, need I say more? And I'm just getting started. But I got 1,000 right thinkers listening, participating in my philosophy. So I'm still rolling. Okay, I'm trying to get all I could. Well, to know God. That's all. That's my job is to get you to know God. Nothing else. That's it. I'm not here for no other reason but to get anyone I can talk, encourage, and understand to get to God for themselves. You don't owe me nothing. It's all going to Him. Trust me. He takes care of me. That ain't your job. That's His. So husband. Do you serve him and watch the benefits? The spiritual awakening is what your God experience for yourself. Your awakening, your God experience for yourself. Your discovery, self-discovery, your God experience for yourself. You see where I'm going with this? Good Christians have what y'all call Christ consciousness. I ain't got a problem with that because that's knowing God for yourself. However you get that knowledge, whoever you use to get to it, I don't give a good hoot. Trust me. I'm not ragging on Christ. I'm not ragging on nobody's human concept of God, our archetype to get you to know God. If you get the message, that's all I care about. Who the messenger was don't mean nothing to me. I'm one now, so I'm not beat for that. I know the purpose. I know the idea. Living proof. Saying. Some people catch the Holy Ghost. I'm full with the ghost. When I get hyped, I get excited, oh, it starts to run out. hmm I can control it now. At one time, I couldn't. Boy, when I got, oh, yeah. So trust me, your God experience is you getting control and knowing yourself and your higher self, and y'all work together. It's everybody saying the same thing right now. I'm a little bit ahead of the curve, but they catching up. Why? Because they starting to wake people up. My goal is to make us conscious. We got 85% of us ignorant. I don't like that number. No, that's what I'm coming to next. But we need to work on that. So my point is, the more people that get enlightened, know themselves, the better the situation will be for us as a people. Why? Because things will start changing for us. Damn, the system changing. We can change. Okay, understand that. The only God experience, the only God experience is what is when it's ordained by Him. If he wants something for you, he got something for you, you're going to get it by hook or crook. Why? Enemy is necessary. He don't miss. Okay? If it's for you, if you earned that blessing, that's what it is, then you're going to get it. Trust me. I'm limited proof for that one too. I got a nice story, but I ain't going into that right now. But I got a perfect example of something being ordained that only God can make it happen. hmm Okay? No matter what you doing, if God wanted for you, is going to happen. Trust me. I'm telling a bunch of people who I started out didn't believe in me. And my motto, like 50 Cent said, this is God plans, homie. This ain't mine. I'm just fulfilling the prophecy that was laid out before me. I didn't know it then, but I'm on point now, and I'm full steam ahead. Ain't like McFadden and Whitehead. And stop me now. Go ahead and try. Let me see. Come on. I got God with me. Who you got? Let's go. Now, if it's meant for you, by God ordained, that's what they call it, ordained. It will come to pass. His will is our will. If you are a follower and a servant, okay, even a believer in God, but your belief got to get you there to serve him. So I don't mind believers jumping on board. Why? Because believers turn to Noah. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay, you won't be a believer forever. You ain't got to know I got you covered. Now, God is man's what? Higher self. We got a whole bunch of different names. Well, I got no lesson for that. All that is saying the same thing. You had to put the work in. You can call it what you want. Like my man in American Gangster. My stuff is blue magic. When you get it and tamper with it, it's no longer blue magic. It's yours, but it ain't blue magic. Mine's is blue magic, and my lessons, my philosophy is mine. You can adopt it and use it, but once you start chasing it, it's no longer mine. It becomes yours. So get it right. You want to push your philosophy. Make sure it can stand up to the scrutiny. That's all. Mine do. Go ahead. Now, again, again, if God has a plan for you, aka a blessing, nothing and no one can stop God's experience. Okay, that's the plan. We experience what God experienced when? At birth. That's when it starts into this world. Now the goal is what? For you to realize who you are, aka know thyself. Before what? You pass on. If not, the spirit got to go do it again. That's why. The concept of life and death in the spirit is you got to understand something you need to do while you're here. I got another lesson coming on. What is creation? Who created creation? And what is the purpose of creation? We as human beings, if we don't know those answers to those things, we just run around here willy-nilly. So I'm trying to educate you so you can know what to do for yourself. Watch this. God experiences gives us life. That's the spirit that's in us. What we do with it because of conscious that he gave us the free will is our gift to him. And if we do it right, we go right back to him. That's where we come from. That's the concept. I had no idea about that 40 years ago, but now it's all coming to clear as bell. I get it. Eureka. Okay. Euclid, the professor mathematician. Why? He solved the problem. I get it. When that light go on, that's Eureka. That means I get it. Okay. Right thinkers, you know yourself, that's Eureka. You get it. Let's go. Where we at now? Now, most of us equate God experience with what? Near death. Everybody who had a near death experience, they found God. Why? Because this life was over, as far as they're concerned, and they went to another one and they experienced it, and they came back and say, "Whoa, yeah, they know something else." But don't let that be the reason why you live and do the right thing. Well, I can give you the reasons to why you're right here, right now. Trust me. It don't take a near death experience to know God. A lot easier. Become the right thinker. Everybody, again, thinks death is imminent. And we know that. That ain't the question. But escaping death, we say that's a but God experience. Again, everybody say God pulled them out. Everybody got a story, and I don't have a problem with that at all. Again, because you have your understanding, you have your knowledge. That doesn't mean you can discredit or dispute everybody else's because they don't agree with yours. Please understand that I have my philosophy. I have nothing but respect for any and everybody else's philosophy. Why? I have my own. I want you to respect mine. So I got to respect yours. I may not agree with it, like it, or subscribe to it, but I'm going to respect it. Why? It's yours. That's called human respect, humanity. Show respect for one another. And all that nonsense we're going through was just dissipate, just disappear. Why? It no longer would be there. We causing it. We making it like the devil. The devil is created by us humans, just like we create God in our mind. If you go against God, the devil ain't nothing but opposition to good. You got good and bad. If you got God, you can't have God like the devil. That don't work. Again, it don't work. We are the other half to God. We can either be with him or be ourselves. That's free will. And most of us choose to be devils. So understand that. Let's go. Sorry about that. Get back over here. Yeah, your but God experience is uniquely what yours. Why? Because it's your God who's doing it. It ain't somebody out there up in somewhere else. No, you have your own relationship. That's what they find out at the death or the near death. Wow, yeah, God is in me. Oh, I've been trying to get that point to you again. Don't have a near death experience because some of us go away and they realize God is dead. And then they realize, but I ain't here. Why? I gotta go back. I didn't get enlightened. I didn't know myself. I'm so glad that I can know myself. Why? You can be yourself and nobody else, and nobody can tell you who you are. That's the importance of knowing thyself. Right, thinkers? God is the experience of what? God is both physical and mental, feeling and desire. There you go. It's here and here, but we're in the physical body, so you have to limit your experiences through the senses. Okay, that's being human, but you can think past this realm of existence. That's mental and astral plane. Another lesson inside, but they get back over here. You don't need to have again a near-death experience to experience or to know God for yourself. Tune in. I'm gonna help you with that. All you got to do is put the work in. He'll do the rest. Ain't nobody who ever did something for God said they didn't get nothing in return. But everybody who did something for that God or themselves had to pay a price. See the difference? Me and my man had on his deathbed. He said this. Let me say it right quick. I gotta get this now. On his deathbed, he said we had a hell of a run. I was young. I was still a kid. I'm just starting to run. I know, my man. Your run is better. We had a good run. I agree with that. But mine was just starting. I was a kid. We had our little organization started in '73, I think it was, about somewhere around there. Okay, when Superfly came out, whatever. But right around there, we really started, to put together this little hustle thing, number racket, everything, to family illegal business. So in '75, I left to go to school. I come back, everything is shams. I take over, we do the other thing, give away. But we had like a 5-year run. That ain't long. I've been teaching right thing philosophy longer than that at this point. So when you're working for that other guy, your extended your run ain't gonna be for so long. Okay, there's a limit to that. Trust me, we all have it. But when you're working for him, I got 10 years in and I'm just getting started. So good decision. That's all. Life changing situation. Serve him, not yourself. That's my point. Your God experience should change your life till you wanna serve him, not yourself. When you become God conscious, again, you will have had what? Your own God experience for yourself. Can't nobody tell me about God. I know him for myself. I can share and explain to you and try to help you get to him, but you can't tell me about God. I know God. Question is, do you? If you're gonna try to sell me on your belief in God, don't waste your time. Okay? Moving on. Preparing for greatness is doing God's work, following his will. Why? That's what's gonna get you there. You can't be great without God. Trust me. And having my God experience went daily. I do this every day. My experience is making sure I get a lesson out to those who tune in to follow and get it. So I'm on my grind all the time. I'm still serving God when I'm off the line. I'm still living and doing right. So I don't change because I'm not in front of the camera. Integrity is when you do the right thing when ain't nobody watching. When you do that, then you can say, I'm God favorite. Why? Because the eye of God is always on me. I got to make sure that I do the right thing when no one else is watching because he's always watching. He's the witness. He sees all. I love it. All right, here we go. I'm taking it home. Last one. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you get the lesson. When you know yourself, if you're a right thinker, that's your goal. Your life is a constant God experience every day. You become a servant. You become communion. Y'all become conscious. I do nothing without God's consent. Okay. If you're making your own decisions, you gotta live with them. But if you make a decision based on your higher self, you will be rewarded for them. Okay. Not monetarily all the time. Ain't about the man with the money don't make you rich. The man who need less is really rich. I got treasures up the wazoo, and I share it with you every day. knowledge of self. Let's go. Right thinking, excuse me, righteous living is what? Having God experience when daily. That's how you know thyself. I walk, talk, live with God. I'm in God mode. Why? I'm God conscious. Simple. All of us righteous people can always share in what God's blessings and experiences that we have. Your God experience is the blessing that you receive from God. So you can share that with other people who get the same thing. I can't have a God moment or a God conversation with an ungodly person. Ain't gonna happen. Excuse me. If you're not having God experience for yourself, what's that? It's because you are ignorant of yourself. My job is to get you out of that mode by teaching you to know yourself. You get the point here? Having self-knowledge, which is the best knowledge known to man. Okay? AKA knowing God for yourself. There's no better knowledge, no matter what they tell you, no matter what they try to sell you. Knowledge of self is numero uno. So if you're going to acquire a whole bunch of knowledge of everything else and none of yourself, you are wasting your time. If you get knowledge of self, all the other knowledge will come to you anyway. Moving on, let me wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you. Being spiritually enlightened is being the right thinker. And having your but God experience for yourself makes you confident and comfortable saying, I know myself. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back. I know myself too.